6. Start from verse 1 to 11. Psalm 46, start from verse 1 to 11. Whoever finds it can read it for us.
Psalm 46, verse 1 to 11.
Yes, sir.
God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountain be carried into the midst of the sea. Thou the water thereof rather roll and be troubled. Through the mountain shakes with the seaward thereof. Salah. There is a river, the stream whereof shall make glad the city of God, the only place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her. She shall not be moved. God shall help her, and that right early. The arcane range and the kingdom were moved, be uttered by the voice of the earth. Muttered, the Lord of the host is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Salah. Come, behold, the workers of the Lord. What desolation the earth made in the earth. He make war to come unto the earth, end of the earth. He hacking the bow and cuttered the spear in sawdust. He burned the chariots in the fire. Be still and know what I am God. I will be exalted among the elders. I will exalt in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge.
May the Lord bless the reading of His word.
Amen.
I titled this morning's message to be, the Lord is our strength. Say that. The Lord is our strength. I don't know what you are going through, my brothers and my sisters. I don't know your challenges. I don't know the news you hear. I don't know your circumstances. But one thing I have for you, and that word is, the Lord is your strength. The Lord is the refuge of your life. The Lord is the refuge of my life. And it's my strength as I go along in that journey. I am not alone in that journey. You are not alone in that journey. He is with you. The Bible calls him the present help in the time of need. He said he is your refuge. He said he is my refuge. And he is the strength of my life. I don't know that situation, but that's the word of the Lord for you. That he is your refuge. That he is my refuge. That he is your strength. And he is my strength. Even in the midst of everything you are going through, whether the news you hear that is not pleasant to you, or a situation that is bothering you, or the circumstances, or your issue, I don't know whatever issue that might be, but the Lord said, he is your refuge. Place where you can be secured. Strength to the grace to go on, even in that journey. He said he is all that for you. Just like my minister, Mr. Carl, was sharing this. He said, God is everything. Is your refuge, and it's your strength as well. People of God, we live in a fragile world. In a world that is fragile. In which life comes like tornado. You see, it happened in very close for us in Texas here, in North Texas here. Does it mean we are righteous than them? No. There's a fragility of life. Where we see hurricane, where we see flood, where we see earthquake, where we see unexpected problems in marriages, in relationship, or with even children. Even the sudden loss of health or finances. And even the stuff that we value so much, they are swept up away in the twinkling of an eye. Those are challenges. Those are the things that happen in a fragile world that you and I live in. But the Lord said, in the midst of all of these things, not in the absence of them, in the midst of all these things, I am your refuge. Where you can be secured, where you can be protected, where you can be encouraged. And I am your strength. The grace to walk, move on. The grace to walk, to move on. Because if you look back, the strength is not enough. Move on. That strength, God said, He is that strength for you, for me. In every situation, He is that strength. Amidst that storm, I said, the word of the Lord points us to the safest place. That safest place is what Psalm 46 verse 1 and 2 tell us. Say, God is my refuge, and God is my strength, and ever-present help in this cause of this trouble that this fragile lives throws at me, throws at you, throws at each and every one of us. Do you know the funniest thing? The writer of these Psalms are the generation of Korah. If you study from the book of Numbers chapter 26, start from verse 9, you will remember during the time when the people make idol for themselves. You remember, I will just give you a paraphrase. And Moses, before Moses comes down, they already make an idol for themselves. They already broken the law before he came. And therefore, you know what happened? Some people rebel against Moses, even when Moses was still correcting them. And it was then they asked them, who's going to be on the Lord's side? Some people just chose not to be on God's side. They rebelled against the authority of God in Moses and in Aaron. And as a result of that, the descendants of Korah, Dathan, and Abraham, they face earthquake, they face peril for their life. And as a result of that, God spared Korah. But Dathan and Abraham, they were swallowed up on the ground. Earthquake, copper, take them over. And that served as a warning to anyone that rebel against the authority of the pastor or ministers of God, whoever God has placed as spiritual authority over you. It's a spiritual society to do such a thing. I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just being honest with you based on the scripture of the word of God. It might be your smaller brother or whatever. It's your pastor, it's your pastor. What am I trying to explain to you? The writer of it is from that generation that is writing this psalm. They have learned from their error. And that has what? Humbled them. And they now have a profound understanding of God's greatness, of God's compassion, and of God's redeeming love. Because out of those three generations, God spared Korah, but two were not spared. And from there, they are now writing to speak of this God, whom they have experienced, though in a very rough way and a loving way as well. As I was coming to the church this morning, Pastor Robert Jeffrey was teaching about the wrath of, he was speaking about the wrath of God. Sometimes, some people don't know this God that we serve. He's a God of wrath. He is. He's a loving God and is a God of judgment. If you do anything that is contradicts His holiness, It's the truth. I tried to explain this one time because sometimes some people just want to accept the loving part of God. They don't want to have anything to do with the wrath of God. And I gave you an example in this church. I'm the husband of my wife, Helen, and I'm the father of my daughter, Anu. Okay, we only want to accept you as the husband of Helen, not the father of Anu. Is that possible? That's the way we do many times. When we say we only want a loving side of God. But when we do things that is contrary to his standard, we don't want the wrath of God. We don't want the judgment of God. God is all those. It is you and I who determine which side of God do you want. If you want his loving side, be obedient to him. If you don't want the wrath side, stay away from the things that is against his nature and for his plan and purpose for your life, because God cares about what he has a plan for you and I. Don't you hear what he said in the book of Jeremiah 29:11? Say, the plan I have for you is the plan to prosper you and not to harm you. Why will you bring harm? By going to the other side. The descendants of Korah, they have learned understanding from there. And as a result of that, they are now writing to us to help us understand the greatness of this God, the compassion of this God, and the redeeming love of this God. Trouble comes, people of God, but God at last them all. Trouble comes, but God outlast them all. That is why he said, he is your refuge. He is your strength. Why? Because he at last every challenges life man throws at you. That's why I will not ask you to be removed from this world. Say, Father, the prayer I pray for them, keep them. Keep them while they are still living in this fragile world. And the word to keep you and I in this world of the psalmist, that Lord is your refuge. That God is my refuge. He is your strength. Even in the cost of every challenge that life man throws at you. Those who run to the Savior discover that it can be shaken. In the harm of his eternal love, you and I will find a place for peace. That's why he's your refuge. That's why he's your strength. And that reminds me of what happened in the book of Daniel, chapter 6, verse 1 to the end. Just don't read it, just mark it down or write it down and go and check it as well, because my time is fast spent. There, they do malicious stuff to fool the king Darius, to make a law that nobody else should pray to any other thing except whatever they established. And Daniel, who happened to be a close friend to this king, serve and worship Jehovah God, whom he communicates to all the time. And those people who doesn't want that to happen, they maliciously twist the hand of the king to make a law without the king having the knowledge that this law was made against your friend. He has already signed the law, seal it. Now, just like usual, Daniel was praying to the Lord, God of Israel, restore Jerusalem. Remember your people. Because at this time they were in captivity, in the land of captivity. And when these people find him praying, boom, the law is against him. He's contradicting the law. And they took him to the king. And they what? and they are called the king by his own law. Well. And they are called the king by his own law. That's what they can do. Daniel has to be thrown into the den of lion. The king didn't like it, but that's what he can do. You know, sometimes the law you make sometimes can come back and bite people. That's exactly what happened. And Daniel was thrown into the den of lion. Even though the king didn't like it, but that's what they can do. That's what the Lord says. But you know what happened? Because this king loved Daniel so much and he believed in the God of Daniel, he began to pray. He began to fast all night. He could not sleep. He was praying, asking God, God of Daniel, my friend, deliver him. And he even told Daniel, said, your God will save you. Believe in him, he will. And this man, the moment he woke in the morning, he went to that place where Daniel was kept. He covered his stone and everything. He called him from out. Daniel, as your God save and deliver him. When he heard the voice of Daniel, he was released. God is our refuge and our strength. And Daniel says, my God has delivered me. He has killed the mouth of the lion. They could not destroy me. I'm in trouble, but my God came through for me. My brothers and my sisters. And as a result of that, Daniel was delivered from this trouble. I don't know whatever the situation you might be going through right now. That same God is the same today, yesterday, today, and forevermore. He's assuring me to tell you this morning that He is your refuge and your strength. Put your trust in Him, even when you don't seem to know. Oh, you say, Pastor, why can't God deliver him before he gets to that trouble? That is not for me to say. I don't know why God allows that to happen. That might be the scenario you are going through right now. Why would God let me go through this situation before He show up for me in the midst of that situation? If He didn't show up for you in that situation, how will you know His strength? How will you know He's your refuge? Possibly you might think you are the one that is doing it. Or you might think you are the one who is smarter than any other person. But the word of the Lord to you this morning is, God is your refuge and your strength. May the Lord bless you all in the name of Jesus.